It's a good weekend for horse racing, isn't it? Man, some really quality races this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. If you're new to my channel, once again, I want to welcome you. I like playing exotics, exactas, trifectas, and superfectas, so I'll pick 4 horses to use on my tickets, and from that group, I'll pick one winner. Let's take a look at race number 10 on Saturday at Oaklawn Park. It's the Grade 3 Razorback Handicap. It's 1 mile and 1/16 with a purse of $500,000. A couple familiar names in this race. A couple of fan favorites. Let's take a look at the field. Tap into this at 4-1. Trained by Steve Asmussen, ridden by Eric Asmussen. Out of 10 races, well, he's never been out of the money. Broke his maiden at Saratoga. Took him a few tries. Sometimes these tappet horses take him a little while to figure things out. And he won an allowance race. After that at Keeneland, that's a nice speed figure of 103. Last time out, he won a stakes race at this racetrack. At times, he can be kind of slow out of the gate. Look at his last few races. Says a step slow, then he was off slow, and then last time out, he was off slow. Guess he gets a little bit distracted when he's in the gate. He's taking a step up in class here. Getting 4-1 on the 1 horse. Tap into this. Woodcourt at 15-1. Has a couple wins at Oaklawn. Seven wins out of 26 races. But out of those 7 wins, he's never won a stakes race. And he's had 4 tries in graded stakes races, but he's never finished better than 4th. Had 3 wins in 2024, but well, he hasn't won much since then. Did finish 2nd last time out, outrunning his odds. He was forwardly placed in that race. Might be forwardly placed in this one. Getting 15-1 on the 2 horse. Woodcourt. Echo again the 3. At 15-1, side by Gunrunner. He only has 1 win in his last 10 races. That was at Churchill over a muddy racetrack. Has 4 wins out of 24 races, and well, none of those wins have been at the stakes level. He's tried Greater Stakes Company 3 times. His best finish was a 6th place finish. It's 15-1 on the 3 horse. Echo again. New What's New at 2-1. Trained by James DeVito. In his debut, finished 6th. Next time out, they tried turf, and that didn't work. 7th place finish. September, that was much better. Closed well in that race. To only lose by a neck, increased the speed figure. Next time out in October at Keeneland, another solid finish. Increased the speed figure again. Only lost by a neck again. Then at Keeneland, he steadied. He was wide. Didn't get the best trip. finished third. After that, sent him to Oaklawn. He changed his jockey to Luis Saez. They sent him to the lead, and look at that. He won by 7.5. A 107 Brisnet speed figure. Where did that come from? His buyer speed figure? 101. Next time out, same jockey. They sent him to the lead again. Same racetrack. And he won by 12. A 100 Brisnet speed figure. His buyer for that race? Well, it increased to 103. Why the big difference? I mean, he's been on Lasix for all of his races. So it couldn't have been Lasix. He's had blinkers for all of his races. So it couldn't have been blinkers. Maybe it was the change in jockey. Well, he's not getting Saez this time. See, Saez is pretty busy at Gulfstream over the weekend. Maybe it's the racetrack. I mean, he's a perfect 2 for 2 at Oaklawn, and it looks like to me that he likes the track. It could have been, yeah, because they did change his running style. You know, why they didn't do that early on? Well, let's be honest. Look, he wasn't showing much speed in his other races. Not much early speed anyway. Now all of a sudden he's got this newfound early speed. I mean, maybe the horse just figured it out. It could be the track. Also, maybe it's the ultimate equipment change. See, I notice up here, right by his age, is the G, which means he's been gelded. Horses are gelding. Problem is looking at the past performances, I don't know when he was gelded. His past performances doesn't show that. Maybe he was gelded after that Keeneland race on October 22nd. So I was determined to find out when this horse was gelded. So I did some research. Oh man, I went all over. I went to DRF and they didn't have anything. I went to Equibase, they had nothing. Horse Racing Nation, nothing from them. Did a Google search. I used AI to find out when this horse was gelded. And AI said, well, maybe he was gelded right before that December 26th race. I said, okay, well, that's not good enough. I really need to know when this horse was gelded. So I went to Brisnet. And I pulled up their past performance. Their results charts, actually. I looked back at the Keeneland race on October 22nd. You see, maybe that was the race where he wasn't gelded, so maybe he was gelded after that one. Well, no. He showed as a gelding in that race. The Keeneland race, October 3rd, he showed as a gelding in that race. September 13th race at Churchill Downs, he was a gelded in that one too. I thought, okay, well, it was a gelded, so pulled up the results from the June 15th race at Churchill Downs, that turf race, and he showed him as a coat. I said, okay, so that's when he was gelded, after that race. I tell you, it was really hard trying to find that information. Trying to find out when this horse was gelded, it's like trying to find the secret formula for Coca-Cola. Apparently it's in Atlanta, World of Coca-Cola exhibit, which, by the way, my wife and I have visited. It's a pretty cool exhibit. But I was able to get the information. So, and of course, if I got the information, I'm going to share it with all of you. So he was gelded after that turf race at Churchill Downs, and kind of makes a little bit of sense. I mean, Next time out, look how he increased his speed figure and he only lost by a neck. So maybe it's a combination of this horse being gelded and him really liking the racetrack. But he's been a different horse his last couple races. He's not going to get Lasix in this one. And according to NYRA bets, in the last 5 years, his trainer, horses coming off of Lasix, is 0 for 19. Now, maybe it might not even matter. Maybe he just likes the track just that much. I will use the 4 horse on my tickets. Magnitude. Magnitude is back. Welcome back, Magnitude. Trained by Steve Asmussen. The Risen Star winner. Won by 9 3/4. Look at that speed figure. He was off for a while. He got injured after that race. Came back in the Iowa Derby. And he didn't miss a beat. He won by 9 1/4. Travers Stakes taking on Sovereignty. Some actually thought he would win that race. I used him underneath. I wasn't going against Sovereignty. Finished 3rd behind by 20. This is a 1 1/4. That race, 1 1/4, that distance isn't for everyone. But he bounced back nicely in the Pennsylvania Derby. Got 10 to 1 on him. I used him underneath in that race. Last time out in the Clark, beat Hitshow, winning by a 1/2 length. He's coming in off a more than 3-month layoff. He's got Jose Ortiz aboard. I will use Magnitude on my tickets. The 6 horse. At 8 to 1, Ghoul's Gold. 2025, well, never out of the money last year. 5 races, a win, and 4 third place finishes. Tell you what, he's competitive in greater stakes races. A couple races back, Charlestown Classic finished 3rd behind Banishing. Cornhusker, another 3rd place finish. Trained by Ken McPeak. Getting 8 to 1 on a 6 horse Ghoul's Gold. I will use the 6 horse on my tickets. And to close out this field all, let's talk about Sandman. At 5 to 1, trained by Mark Cassidy. Christian Torres returns. Your Arkansas Derby winner. Won by 2 1/2, but man, he couldn't have asked for a better pace than that. I mean, they were flying up front. That's exactly what he needed. That's exactly what he wanted. Didn't do so well in the Kentucky Derby, but after that, the Preakness, he ran well in the Preakness, finishing 3rd behind Journalism and Gosger. And you know what? Got a pretty good pace in that race, too. Jim Dandy, yeah, he got no pace in that one. He finished 5th. For some reason, Mark Cassidy sent him to Kentucky Downs to run on turf. He's not a turf horse. He's a dirt horse. He struggled in that race. Then he was off for a while, several months. Came back in his 4-year-old debut. The betting public made him the favorite. He was much closer to the pace than he's used to. He also got into some traffic trouble. And he disappointed, finishing 5th. Can he get the pace that he needs? I mean, this horse is dependent, not just on a solid pace, but a really fast pace. He needs a fast pace. This horse needs a fast pace like a turtle needs its shell. Can he get the pace that he needs? And that's the question. He likes the track. I will use Sandman on my ticket. So these are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Magnitude. New what's new. Sandman and Ghoul's Ghoul. And the horse that I'm going to pick to win, I'm going to go with Magnitude. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.